excuses. He said, oh, I can't debate metaphysics with archaeology. The fact of the matter is he just doesn't have the stomach to sit down opposite me and be confronted with his lies. They triple fact-checked every fact that was stated in that series. And Netflix absolutely insist upon that. And what was thrown against the series was spin and lies and misrepresentation. You know, straw man attacks. Hancock says this, Hancock does that. The series was edited in this or that or such and such a way. They're all fundamentally designed to turn people off the work and to keep rigid control of the narrative. And yeah, sure. I mean, there are some YouTubers who've taken advantage of the notoriety of the series to help to get their view counts videos. So that is going to happen, and that's why I insist in the debate that's coming up. I will debate an archaeologist on the Joe Rogan Experience on the 24th of October.
Oh, it's going to be on Joe Rogan. Interesting.
That's happening on the 24th of October. Wow. I would have liked the archaeologist to be John Hoops from Kansas University because he's just been so obnoxious about me. But he didn't have the guts to put his money where his mouth is and actually sit down in a face-to-face debate with me.
Funny how that works.
And he invented all kind of excuses. He said, oh, I can't debate metaphysics with archaeology. The fact of the matter is he just doesn't have the stomach to sit down opposite me and be confronted with his lies. It's as simple as that. I mean, I'll state it plainly. The man is a coward. This is cowardice. In the case of Flint Dibble, who's taken over, he's going to debate me. He's an American archaeologist who presently teaches in the UK, and he's also been very vituperative in his critiques of me. But that's exactly what I want. I want to debate an absolutely rooted and grounded mainstream archaeologist who is teaching at a major university and therefore who is responsible for the institution of archaeology as a whole. I don't want to debate some sort of recent teenage newbie who's doing a YouTube channel. I want the debate to be with a thoroughly respected figure within the field of archaeology, because that way the debate will be a historic moment.
Right.
And what I say and what that person says will stand for a great deal more than just our immediate encounter. It really is the first time this has ever happened.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful to Flint Dibble for being willing to do this debate, and I very much look forward to it.
What's his argument against you? Like from a aerial view.
Oh, Hancock's work supports racism and white supremacy.
Oh, so he's on that train.
He's on that trail as well. Wow. Hancock's declared war on archaeologists. Well, no, actually.
You worked
30
with
years
them.
ago, archaeology declared war on me, the institution of archaeology. And I see what I'm doing as self-defense, you know, when I said in the series that I'm public enemy number one to archaeologists. Well, that actually is what I am. And it's worth making that clear. There's been, I've not seen from Flint Dibble any, detailed, specific critiques of things that I've said. And there's been a lot of, I'm going to reserve quite a lot of what I have to say for the debate itself, because I have chapter and verse on this, and there has been some very egregious misrepresentation of me and what I said and what was said in the series. They misrepresent it and they attack it and they say, oh, we've got this evidence that proves that was right. If you actually get into that evidence, you find it doesn't prove that what we said was wrong at all. But it sounds good. If they say, oh, evidence proves that this was not the case. So I'm not going to go into the details because I want to keep my ammunition for the
for sure,
understandable,
for the main debate.
For sure.
Just to conclude on this issue of a debate, John Hoops from Kansas University, who is one of my major critics, didn't have the grit to sit down face to face and debate me on the Joe Rogan Experience. Flint Dibble has agreed to debate me on the Joe Rogan Experience, and he's also a highly credentialed archaeologist involved in ongoing digs in Greece and teaching at a major university. I don't think Flint Dibble is going to weasel out of the debate in the way that John Hoops did. I think Flint Dibble has enough character to see it through. But in the event, for one reason or another, that he does pull out of the debate, I'm prepared to debate somebody else, but that somebody else must be, I'm going to use the word mainstream, must be an established mainstream archaeologist. He must be teaching at a major university. He must have been involved in extensive archaeological digs, and he must be willing to take the risk of putting his whole career and the whole institution of archaeology on the line in front of an audience of tens of millions of people. I will not debate some wannabe who's got a YouTube channel. That is not enough. That is a waste of my time and my energy. This debate has to be at a high level, And I want archaeology to throw at me the highest level they possibly can. And right now, because most archaeologists haven't wanted to debate at all, right now that highest level is Flint Dibble. And I hope, Flint, if you're listening to this, I hope that you will be there and debate me on the Joe Rogan Experience on the 24th of October. If you can't be there, I hope you will find another colleague who is equally well qualified as you, who can respectably stand up and represent the institution of archaeology. And then we will have a worthwhile debate.
Well, if they're so confident, why wouldn't they debate you?
I know, yes, it's true. Well, yes, there's that feeling that we don't want to give Graham Hancock a platform.
I think that's a convenient excuse.
I think it's
you already have the platform, so
yeah.
They need the platform, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
In this case, yeah. So this is my view. I think it's very important to have a debate about this. It's a high stakes debate. It's high stakes for me, and it's high stakes for the archaeologist who debates me. But that archaeologist must be an archaeologist with a long, detailed track record in archaeology, not some wannabe who wants to make himself famous on YouTube.
Well, those requirements that you're setting say a lot about your confidence in your work. I'm really looking forward to this debate.
Yeah, I think it's an important development, and it is the first time that that the institution of archaeology will have sat down and debated somebody who's looking at prehistory from a totally different point of view. And that in that sense, it'll be useful for the whole public conversation around this, and that's what I want it to be, and that's why I'm willing to invest my energy in it. And it's a high risk, as I say, a high risk debate for that archaeologist and a high risk debate for me too.